to see all of you. Yeah.
In
The
fact,
place
Mataji,
where
we have also been joined with some more L3 participants also for this
most
particular
welcome,
special
Mataji.
class.
Most welcome.
Hare
Very
Krishna.
happy, very happy. Warm welcome to all of them. I'll take them to Goloka today, the place where we are studying so much. We are doing all the technical studies, academic studies till now, but we should know exactly what is this Goloka. Where is it? Okay. What is what are the glorious aspects of Goloka? They're very interesting. So I want to now I want to take you all along with me to that spiritual realm. Okay. Not only spiritual, we'll all go to the material realm also. You see the entire universe how it is. Okay. It is inclusive of the spiritual and material aspects. I'll go slow as usual. I have a tendency to go a bit fast, it is there, but I'll warn myself every now and then, go slow. I'll put breaks myself. Okay. Yeah, because you have to understand this. It's not with illustration, we have to understand this. So since as usual, we have to start our session with the prayer, and first paying obeisances to Shri Radha Govinda of the temple at Nanturu, Mangaluru, the ISKCON temple there, and then seeking the blessings of our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, and the blessings of my Shiksha Guru, Nama Nishta Das Prabhu. I'll start the day session with our usual prayer. It's a very light, slightly long session today, but I think you will enjoy it. Okay, it's not. Let me see what you feel. Let's not talk much about it right now. You should enjoy. I should also enjoy at this end, and you at that end. Okay. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitanjena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Tadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namaste Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna devotees. So we'll begin the day session with this. The title of today's entire study today is nothing but Goloka chart. Okay. Now, what is this Goloka chart? Okay. Just quickly do that. What is it? It is the depiction of the spiritual world. Of course, partly material world also is there. Okay. Based on Brahma Samhita, Lagu Bhagavatamrita. All these are the scriptures on which it is based. Okay. Then Bhagavatamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is entirely described. These are the sources for this particular chart. It's a detailed depiction of Krishna Loka, Vaikuntha Loka, Viraja River, and the material world with additional charts. Okay, with Krishna's divine forms, Bhumandala, etc. Now, Brahma, looking at, I think before that, let me again give you a brief description of the whole chart. This is a chart actually. I'll be describing part by part. I'll be showing you magnified. What you see, you can see nothing here actually. Nothing is clear here. You can see in total what it consists of. But I am going to show you when I'm going to explain every part separately with magnified names and places. Okay. So don't worry about that. It will be very clear to you. So this is the Goloka chart. What we see, the three parts we see here are, this is the Goloka Vrindavana, the topmost, the highest place in the spiritual world. Then comes the Vaikuntha Loka. Then comes our material world, Devi Dhama. Okay? And this chart is specifically shown to you to identify which is which. Now this part, the material world where we are existing, this is the Devi Dhama, mundane world. This is called as a Devi Dhama. It's labeled here. Above this is actually Mahesha Dhama, where Lord Shiva is there. So even he's also in the material world. There's a river called the Viraja River, which separates both of them. Both means what? The spiritual world and the mundane world. Then we have the Hari Dhama. Above the Mahesha Dhama, we have the Hari Dhama. Okay, and it's also called as the Vaikuntha. Okay, and above this we have the Goloka Vrindavana. Okay, so there are 4 parts of the by and large parts of the Goloka chart. Okay, details will be shown to you as and when the references come. I'll be showing you the details. Now this is actually, I told you about the Golopana. This is Brahma Samhita 5.43. There Brahma sitting on in his position. Where is Brahma? Let me show you. See, this is the mundane world. So Brahma is also in the mundane world. He's in the material world. This is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Okay. This is Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. They are all expansions of Vishnu. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. They are all incarnations of Vishnu, plenary expansions of Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, okay, now there's the stalk coming out. You can see the stalk. Expand the magnified part, the image of it. I will show you in slides to come. You can see a very sleek shot there. Stalk there. Now this, at the tip of this stalk runs like this. At the tip of it we have a lotus. In that lotus is situated Brahma. Okay, so Brahma is sitting here. It's actually entirely described by Brahma in Brahma Samhita. Okay, all the details. Now he's looking at 2 things. One is above. He's seeing the worlds above him. He's also seeing the worlds below him. Okay, and from his position, he's describing the entire skies, spiritual and material. Okay, that is what he's been doing. So there's a beautiful shloka in Brahma Samhita. Goloka namni nijadhamni taleshatasya Devi Mahesha Haridhamasu teshu teshu Tete Prabhava Nichaya Vihitascha Yena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Here Brahma is glorifying the Lord. Let's see how he's glorifying the Lord. Brahma looking up to the higher position of Goloka is speaking of the other realms from the point of view of his own realm. From where he's sitting, from his point of view, he's describing the entire spiritual and material worlds. Now, of that, there are 4. I just told you what they are. Devi Dhama, it's a mundane world. Lowest of all, Mahesha Dhama, abode of Mahesha, it is Shiva. It is above the Devi Dhama. Then Hari Dhama is the abode of Hari, above Mahesha Dhama. And Goloka, Vrindavana, Krishna's own realm above all. Now, Devi Dhama, we'll start from Devi Dhama. It contains 14, there are 14 worlds there in the Devi Dhama. What are they? The 14 planetary systems are named as follows. Satyaloka, Tapaloka or Tapoloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, Swarloka or Swargaloka, Bhuvarloka, Bhurloka, Atalaloka, Vitala, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. There are 14 planetary systems. Now, next is Shivadhama. Okay. Now, what each is we are going to describe in detail. Okay. Now, just remember the names Satyaloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, and the rest of them. Okay. Next is Shivadhama. It's Maheshadhama. One portion of the Shivadhama is called as Mahakala Dhama. Entire Shivadhama is not it is illuminated or bright. Some part of it is in darkness. It is Mahakala Dhama. Dhama is enveloped by darkness. And we have one more there, part of the Shivadhama, Sadashiva Loka. The Sadashiva Loka is very bright, full of brightness, shining. Okay, interpenetrates the above portion of Shivadhama. Then we have the Haridhama. Haridhama or the transcendental Vaikuntha Loka. Where does this lie? Lies above the Shivadhama. The potency of Devi Dhama, that is all the strength of the Devi Dhama, or all what has been happening in the Devi Dhama, in the form of the extension of Maya. What is there in Devi Dhama? Mundane world. It's completely covered by Maya, Mahamaya of the Lord. Okay? And that of Shivaloka, consisting of time, space, and matter. See, these things, both of them, have underlined them because they are not present in the spiritual world. The potency of the Devi Dhama. Why is Devi Dhama Devi Dhama? Why is it? Why are there the three modes of material nature? Why are people in ignorance there? Okay, why are people behaving the way they are behaving? Because of Maya. That's also Lord's Srishti only, Lord's creation. And Shivaloka. Okay, now Shivaloka also contains time, space, and matter. But in the Goloka Vrindavana, there is no time, no space, no matter. That's the difference between the spiritual skies and the material world. Are the potency pervaded by the penumbral reflection of divinity? What is penumbra? Immediately behind an object, there's a shadow. Okay. Now, surrounding the main shadow, the dark shadow, is a shaded region. That's called the penumbra. Okay. Even when you're praying to Lord, I believe we should pray like this. My elders used to tell me, Lord, please listen to my prayers, my sincere prayers, and look at me, not straight into my eyes or straight into me. Look at me from the corner of your eyes. So we want, and we always say, well, we want a place at the feet, like a speck of dust at your feet. Please give us that place. What places do we pray for? A speck of dust at Lord's feast. And vision, don't see us, no need to see us straight eye into eye, just for the corner of your eyes. Please throw your drishti on us, Lord. We are blessed. We'll be liberated. So here, penumbral region, not penumbra. What does penumbra mean? It is actually the side part of the main shadow. So these are all the potencies from the side, the shaded part of the shadow of the Lord. Okay, and those potencies they're actually they're present in the Devi Dhama and the Shivaloka. But Hari Dhama, what is Hari Dhama? Where is Hari Dhama? Above the Shivaloka, Mahesha Dhama. First, Devi Dhama, I'll be repeating things because these are all reinforcing for you. So for Devi Dhama, then Mahesha Dhama, then you come to Hari Dhama. Okay, but Hari Dhama is ever resplendent, very, very bright, always shining, full of light, with transcendental majesty. From here on, whatever is there is all transcendental, spiritual. Okay? Goloka is great splendor of all sweetness. If you see the Goloka pictures, I just could capture a few of them for your presentation, but it's so beautiful. If we keep seeing those pictures in the house, this is on the wall, you feel you're already there and you feel so, so, so happy and relieved. The Supreme Lord Govinda, by his own direct and indirect powers, has constituted those respective potencies of those realms. One thing remember, whatever has been said so far, whatever is being said now, whatever is going to be said later, it's all about the Lord and Lord's manifestation, Lord's creation. According to the Harimamsha, now what is Harimamsha? Harimamsha is actually a Vedic, it's a Sanskrit literature. Okay? Now, Harivamsha, Vamsha is lineage. It talks about Hari's lineage. Okay? It may be our family Vamsha. We say, our Vamsha Vriksha and all that, the tree of the family and so lineage, in simple words. Whose lineage? Hari's lineage. There are 3 lokas. Urdhva loka, okay, the higher lokas. What I'm talking is all about the Devi Dhama now. It's all about Devi, mundane, material world. Okay. Now, when I say Urdhva loka or higher lokas, it is not about Vaikuntha or not about Goloka. It's about Devi Dhama. The people, celestials with higher consciousness. These are higher. The Urdhva loka is the topmost in our. It is Satya loka, Dana loka, Tapo loka. They are very the highest in the 14 planetary systems. Now, they the people are celestials, celebrated people, okay, with higher consciousness. Compared to the other lokas, their consciousness is very high, very, very high. Example, devas, angels, spirits, they reside there, okay. Now, Madhya or Bhuloka, middle lokas, where we stay. People with middle consciousness who have death, example, humans and animals, are present there. Then Adholoka. Adholoka is lower lokas. People with the lowest consciousness are present there. Demons and the Nagas, the serpents, they are there. All these lokas are under the control of Maya Devi, Durga Devi. So all of us are under Maya. Okay? In the universal form, Virata Rupa of the Lord, Arjuna saw, we did it in 11th chapter, remember, okay? Well, Lord Arjuna saw the body of Lord Krishna encompassing the 14 different planetary dimensions. He was encompassing them. He's present everywhere. Where is he not there? He's covering surrounding all these planets. Each universe is shaped like an egg. Okay? We saw it in the previous, on the first slide we saw, it's like an egg. And within it exist the 3 levels of lokas. Okay, what Urdhva loka, Madhya loka, and Adholoka are present in the egg-shaped. This is the picture we saw earlier too. Okay, I'll be enlarging that for you. I think I'll show you that first. Yeah, but this also cannot be. I'll go to my. I got separately. I kept something separately for you. Goloka chart. This is the one, yeah. What all I described till now, I'll show you. This is the mundane world. This is the egg-shaped universe. Egg-shaped universe. Okay. What did I describe till now? Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. From his navel comes out a stalk which goes up like this, goes up on top, and there's Brahma here in the lotus. Okay. There are 14 planetary systems. Satyaloka in the stalk. Where are the planetary systems lodged? In the stalk of Brahma, the lotus stalk, all the systems, planetary systems are there. What are they? We have just seen. Satyaloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, all are celestial planets, up to even Svargaloka. So what are they? Satyaloka is the abode of Lord Brahma. Can you all see this chart? Is it visible?
Yes, Mataji. Yes,
Clear. Clear also, no? Clear also. Clear. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Yeah,
Yes,
visible is
Mataji.
fine. Visible is fine. I'm sharing from the main source because it should be clear still. Otherwise, you can't understand at all. See, Satyaloka is the abode of the Lord Brahma, stays there. Okay? Tapoloka, the abode of 4 Kumaras. Sanat, Sananda, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara. Okay? And Jana, they are the sons of Brahma. Okay? Now, they are incarnations of Lord only. Okay? So, then Janaloka, abode of Prajapatis. In Maharloka, which is the abode of Bhrigu Muni and Prajapatis. Swarloka, Swargaloka, abode of demigods. Bhuvarloka, abode of ghostly spirits. In Bhurloka, earth, where we are. So these are these topmost four are the celestial planets among the 14. And below we have Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala. Atala is the abode of demons. Who are they? The son of Maya, Danava, and Bala. Okay. So Bali also comes down here actually. Bali will come here. So, Vitala, the abode of again demons. Lord Shiva resides here. See, Lord Shiva resides here also. But here is in the mode of ignorance. Because he's along with Parvati there. Okay. He's absolutely in the material mode there. Now Sutala, the abode of Bali Maharaj. Lord Vamana resides there. And Talatala, abode of demon Maya Danava. And Mahatala, abode of Nagas, Rasatala, Daityas, Patala, abode of Nagas. That all the snakes live there. And below that is Narakaloka. There are 28 L's. Okay. That's one thing I told you. Then there are two things, in the, actually we see, there is a Dhruva Loka and Saptarshi Loka. I'll be describing the theory in the slide next, but you see it now here, where it is. This is Dhruva Loka. This is Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So there are 3 in manifestations of Vishnu, plenary. One is Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. Now Karnodaka Sai Vishnu is one. He enters, now from his pores of the body, there come out actually millions and millions of Brahmandas. Each one is a Brahmanda universe. Okay. Now in each of these universes, he manifests as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So Karnodaka Sai is one, only one. Now the same Vishnu, he manifests into everyone, every universe as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Okay. On the Vasuki snake. Okay. And from him actually Brahma comes. And we have another Vaikuntha, portion here. It's called as the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. What is he? He is the another plenary expansion of Vishnu. Is present in every atom. Is present in our heart too as Paramatma. And where is he? What is his location? Is in the Shweta Dvipa. This is the Shweta Dvipa. It's an island actually called Shweta Dvipa. Okay. Now Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu lies in the Garbha ocean. This is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu in the Garbha ocean. Okay. Coming from his perspiration. Okay. Now Karnodaka Sai Vishnu is here. See, this is Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. He lies in the Karna ocean. Okay. Now this is the Shambhu. As I told you, the Mahesh Dhama, is it not? There is Maya here, Rama Devi is here, and we have Shambhu here. Okay. Now that the border, see here, spiritual sky starts. Vaikuntha starts here. So this is the border line between white and blue. This is the border line. There we have the Karna ocean. That is the Viraja river. Viraja river separates the spiritual sky from the material world. Okay. But there we have Sadashiva Loka and Mahakala Dhama. There it's in between. They're not completely in spiritual skies, not completely here. They're at the border. Okay. Now from his pores, actually, when he breathes in and breathes out, millions of these Brahmandas, they're called as Hiranyagarbhas. They come out. Now, each one magnified. Okay. Is what I'm showing you here. This is the Brahmanda. Okay. So here, there's one more figure I have to show you. This is actually, you don't see Saptarshi Dhama here. There's one more Dhama called Saptarshi Dhama. So Dhruva Loka and Saptashi Loka are very important. We'll come to the theory part of it. This is Paramatma. And now the entire Brahmanda is covered by the 5 basic elements. What are they? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Okay? And false ego on top. This is Mahat Tattva. Now, what is Mahat Tattva? See, the Brahman effulgence or the brightness of Krishna, the Brahma Jyotir we say. It is nothing but that emanates from the Lord himself. Okay, everywhere. But a part of it, and why are we not able to see, experience that like the others? The reason is, a part of it is covered by the Mahat Tattva. What is Mahat Tattva? Material, total material substance. That's because we are in the material world. Okay, but that covers. When that covers, we cannot see the effulgence, obviously. You see it's shown in black too. It's actually completely rid or shunned from the illumination. So these are the layers of the Brahmandas. So now this is Dhruva Loka. It's called the pole star. Okay, it is eternal. It is eternal. Okay, in the abode of Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Within this material world, it's in the material world only. Upon it, there is an ocean of milk. It's called Shweta Dvipa. Why is it called Shweta Dvipa? It is white. It contains milk. And within that ocean, there is an island. That island is called as Shweta Dvipa. Dvipa means island. Shweta is white. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, as Paramatma, Super Soul, is situated in everyone's heart and even in every atom. So this is the description of our, picture, you have seen the illustration here, description of the material world, that is the Brahmanda. We go to the next one. Yeah. Yes. So you saw this, 3 parts here. You saw this. The expansion of this I have not shown you. I'll show you at the last. It comes towards the last. Okay. But this one you saw just now. What you saw is this one. Okay. Now, details of it all. Here you can't make all the details. They're very, very small. Letters are very small. Even if I put in the presentation mode, probably you can see it a little better, but not as clear as you saw a little while earlier. This is very clear. That's not as that clear. Okay. So I've been to the. Now here we see this picture is very significant. Yeah, you see all the lokas here, the same, maybe this one I showed you, this I showed you, yeah. It's again little more clearer image of that, but you see here the Devi Dhama and all that. Now we see here Jagadananda in Durga Devi. They are the people who are controlling that. Higher planets, lower planet, middle planets. And then I think most more or less the same details are here. Saptarshidhama is not here. I'll show you Saptarshidhama. It is very close to Dhruva Loka. Okay, it is present there. Now we'll go to a bit of the theory. The cosmic manifestation includes 2 separate worlds. What are they? They are the spiritual and the material. There are 2 worlds. The spiritual planetary systems are eternal. They never vanish. There's nothing, they're always not annihilated at any point of time. Beyond the limits of material universes, much, much, much beyond our universes, belong to a super dimensional or anti-material dimension. You can't measure it. Super dimensional. You can't measure in inches or anything like that. It's super dimensional. An anti-material dimension. Now we can material things you can measure with a scale or with some tape, but this is anti-material. You can't measure like that. These are beyond the limitations of material time. You see this word, remember this. They're beyond the limitations of material time and space. So matter, time, space, no, they are beyond that. They don't exist there. Beyond our vision, we can't see it too. Our powers of perception, we can't even perceive them. We have mundane eyes. We don't have transcendental eyes. Okay, they are contaminated eyes. We can't appreciate that. Can't even see it. What appreciate? In these planetary systems, there is no occurrence of creation or dissolution. There's no creation, no annihilation, no birth, no death. They're eternal. They continue. They are nitya, always there. They are unlimited, indestructible. They can never be destroyed and eternally existing. There are descriptions of these spiritual planets in the Vedic scriptures. The material planetary systems are created at some point of time and they will be destroyed at another. There's a time and it is created. You know, there are partial annihilations and total annihilations. What is partial annihilation? At the end of Brahma's one day, Kalpa, there is annihilation. His morning, there is again creation. Okay? And then the total annihilation happens at the end of Brahma's life, at the end of 100 years. In the whole Satyuga, whole Yuga serial commences. Okay? Serial of Yugas commence from there. They are bound by the influences of time and space. So in the spiritual sky, we saw no influence of time and space and matter. Not at all there. Okay, it is eternal. But in material world, we are bound by time. We are born, we grow, we die. There's a space which can be measured. Is it not? But the space in spiritual skies cannot be measured, immeasurable. Both the spiritual and material energies originate from the divine source called Brahma Jyoti or spiritual light. So all the energies come from Brahma Jyoti. What is Brahma Jyoti? Like the sun's rays, it is the effulgence coming from Brahman. Brahman means not Brahma. Brahman and Brahma are different. Brahman is the absolute truth. There are three realizations of Lord. It is the Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and the Brahman, and the main Bhagavan realization. Brahma Jyoti comes from Bhagavan. Okay. About 1/4 of this Brahma Jyoti is covered by the Mahatattva. I just told you why we can't realize this effulgence is because 1/4 of this Brahma Jyoti, just 1/4 of it, is covered by Mahatattva. And that quarter is we, the material world. Now you can understand that our material world is only 1/4 of the entire universe manifestation of the Lord. 3/4 is spiritual world. So the place where you are aspiring to go, praying to reach, okay, and endeavoring to serve is 3/4 actually, and we are only in 1/4, and we feel so great. We lord over things. We think we are great. Our universe is great. Everything, we just boast of ourselves. It is very, 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 very small. Okay, this is the material energy, total material substance, Mahatattva, that covers the 1/4 of the Brahma Jyoti. This contains innumerable material universes, millions of them, coming from the course of doing inhalation, exhalation of the Karanodika Sai Vishnu. The 3/4 portion is the eternal spiritual sky. In the spiritual world are two realms of existence. What are they? Goloka Dhama and Hari Dhama. Okay, once we go there, there's no coming back. No time, no matter, question of matter, no space, no aging, no death, all and no lies, everything, all goodness. Beautiful place. The material world has one realm called the Devi Dhama. Goloka Dhama is a topmost planet and the residence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Shri, this is Radha Krishna. Okay? Haridhama. So where does Krishna stay? Not in Haridhama. His location address is Golokadhama. I'll show you that in detail also. Every part of it I'm going to show in detail. Haridhama below the Golokadhama. Spiritual, in Golokadhama there are 200 forms, people. And in Haridhama there are 400. Below Golokadhama, the spiritual planets of Vaikuntha Lokas are situated. All spiritual planets are there in the Haridhama. In Maheshadhama comes below the Haridhama. They're going in the reverse order now. Okay. Now below the Haridhama, there is Sadashiva Loka. We saw it border, we saw, between the material and spiritual worlds, or the abode of Shiva. Shiva was also there in Vitala with Parvati. Here is he is alone in Maheshdhama. This is the realm dividing the spiritual from the material universes. Devi Dhama, below Maheshadhama, is a realm of material universe. Okay, it is said that the systems of yoga, different systems of yoga you can follow to reach different places. What are they? They take us to different destinations. They are Bhakti Yoga. If you do Bhakti Yoga, you do pure devotional service to Lord, you directly go to Haridhama or Goloka Dhama. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'll show you that. I didn't show you that. I'll show you that. You keep on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, its destination is straight away to Haridhama or Goloka Dhama. Jnana Yoga, mental speculation, reading a lot, acquiring knowledge, directs the aspirant towards entrance to Maheshadhama. Okay. And the Karma Yoga, okay, directs one to remain in Devi Dhama with repeated births and deaths in the material world. The planetary systems of the Devi Dhama. There are 3 divisions of material planets in our universe. This I have told you already. I'll not repeat that. Urdhvaloka, Madhyaloka, and the Adholoka. Okay. Now, above the Urdhvaloka, that is the Satyaloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Maharloka. Above them, what do we have? Are the coverings. That is the Brahmanda. I showed the whole egg-shaped structure I showed you. That has all the 3 lokas. That whole egg-like structure is covered by the material universe, Mahatattva, beyond which lie the eternal realms. You just open up that and you go to the eternal sky. That is spiritual world. Okay. Within these 3 spheres of existence are the 14 planetary systems. I have told you which they are. What is the characteristics of these systems? They have different standards of life and different durations of existence. In Tapoloka, they live for thousands of years. Janloka, for thousands of years. So as you slowly come down, when you come to the Burloka, it is 100 years. Okay. So even standards of life. Brahmaloka is so beautiful, so, there's actually opulence. It is also all richness, all majesty, very nice. Okay. Compared to Burloka, our place. And even the life span is definitely very, very much great than it's on the earth. So those who do good deeds can even go to Satyaloka. They have wonderful time, have enjoyed the time there. But even there, when they go, there is a point of time when they have to come down to earth. There is rebirth. They have to come down to earth. Okay. So rebirth is there. If you want to transcend that too, I don't want rebirth. I don't want to be born again and die again. Then you have to reach, you have to go beyond the Satyaloka. That is Brahmaloka. You have to go to Haridhama. Go to Goloka Vrindavana. A lot of penance is required. Okay. Now, this chapter will actually create so much of awareness of the importance of our devotional service and true devotional service, not just, namesake or so-called. Okay. With the different standards of life, that the residents of the upper 3 systems have almost no disease. In Satyaloka, Janloka, Maharloka, Tapoloka, no disease, no aging, okay, and sense of fear. Fear is not there. Okay. The progressing downwards, duration of life and standard of life living also becomes lower. Okay. If I said no disease and aging, see, disease is not there. Aging will very slow, very, very slow. Even Brahma ages. So it's very slow. But in Goloka, Vrindavana and Haridhama, no aging at all. They're always young, fresh, very pure. Okay. Manifestation of disease and anxiety are greater as you come down. Okay. Details of this for your to understand the dimensions, the details of dimensions in cosmology. How do you measure the places there? Okay. One yojana mentioned in the article, in this whatever article I'm reading now, and in all Puranas, is equal to 13 kilometers or 8 miles. When I say 2000 yojanas into 8, how many miles? Okay, that we'll come across that later. So I'm just telling you. So 8 miles as per our Acharya, founder Acharya, okay, Srila Prabhupada. Some other traditional Indian scholars say it's between 6.4 and 8 kilometers. Doesn't matter, no? Let us take it as 8 only. Okay, 1 yojana is 8 miles. Now we'll start with Satyaloka. What is Satyaloka? Where are we still in? We have not gone to spiritual sky. Where are we still in? In the material world, in the Brahmanda. Okay, not in the spiritual skies. Now this is the Brahmaloka. Satyaloka is the Brahmaloka. The Brahma resides. Still material. Okay, the highest planet in the material realm is the abode of Lord Brahma with his consort Saraswati, eternal consort Saraswati. They're staying there. Vaikuntha planets exist. Above that is only Vaikuntha, is it not? Immediately after Satyaloka is our spiritual sky. That is Vaikuntha. Haridama starts. It is 26,000. Actually, it's 262. No, 26 millions. 2 lakhs actually yojanas above the Satyaloka. Okay, so then we can into 8 if you make to get so many miles or our measurements. Not necessary, not very so much of detail is not necessary. I'm just telling you that's all. The Tapoloka is the next one. Abode of 4 Kumaras. What are they? Sanat, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara. Okay, who are the first incarnations of Lord Vishnu and represent the Jnana Shakti, power of knowledge. They are Brahma's Manasaputras, okay, of the Lord. Located about 120 million yojanas below the Satyaloka. Okay. Now, Janaloka and Maharloka, there are 2 of them. Janaloka, Maharloka. The next loka lies 80 million yojanas below the Tapoloka. And what is there in the Tapoloka? Who stays there? The great rishis stay there. So that's why these are called as celestial planets. All mundane people don't live there. Celestial people live there. Okay, great rishis. Okay, 20 million yojanas below Janaloka is a Maharloka. Who stays there? Great saints and sages. So all are all great people, divine people. Then comes the Swargaloka. Actually, it's number 5. 4th is Maharloka. 5th comes Swargaloka. But some include Janaloka and Maharloka together. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's not very important. The abode of the 33 Vedic gods. You see, 33 crores of gods are there. Okay? 33 Vedic gods ruled by Indra with angels, Gandharvas, Apsaras, Maruts, Vasus, and other divine beings live there. Okay, they are all divine souls. Okay, at a height of 80,000 yojanas from Mount Meru. Mount Meru is what is Mount Meru? The most auspicious, the most, what does Krishna say? He says, I am among the mountains, I am Mount Meru. It is the highest, the most sacred mountain. Its capital is Amaravati. Okay. And these are, it's nothing different, just, it's a diagrammatic representation of, it's very interesting. Let me tell you this, very interesting. See, like an egg only, it's an egg. But what I want you to impress through this picture is, we have Satyaloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, same thing, Maharloka, all those are here. I'll not repeat them. But the forehead, they're compared to the, the body of the Lord, So forehead is Satyaloka and Tapoloka. Okay, forehead. In Janaloka and Maharloka form the neck. See, up to Tapoloka, it is the Lord's forehead. Up to Maharloka, the neck of the Lord. In top of the chest, it is the Swargaloka, Bhuarloka. Then comes the earth, actually. Bhuloka comes here. And waist is Atala, thighs are Vitala, knees are Sutala, shank is Talatala, ankles are Mahatala, and upper portion of the feet is Rasatala, and the soles of the foot is actually Patala. So this is how we compare the body of the Lord with the different planets. Okay. Now this contains, here we see, contains Brahmaloka. Now 8 directions are ears, Indras, Devas, and Hindu, the legs. Indra Devas are the hands and legs. contains Indraloka or Swargaloka. Just description of each is given. The lower planetary systems in the upper planetary systems. Okay. Now it's a diagrammatic representation. Now we come to Bhuvarloka. Now where are we coming now? Coming to middle planets. We completed what just now? We completed the Urdhvalokas. Now this all has been shown to you. I'm not going to the illustration because all has been shown to you. Now let us concentrate on the theory part of it. Now Bhuvarloka, I'll show you again, once again. Okay, Bhuvarloka, our solar system, and it actually contains 5 major planets plus the sun god. What does Bhuvarloka contain? 5 major planets, okay, and the sun god. What are those 5 planets? Okay, and let me complete that. And 2 planets outside the solar system. So Bhuvarloka includes solar system, one thing, which contain 5 planets. What are they? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Okay, in Hindi or in Sanskrit, it is actually Budha, Shukra, Mangala, Brahaspati, and Shanichar. And then the sun god, of course. Sun god is the sun, moon, all that. Rahu, Ketu, all will be there. Okay. Now the 2 planets outside the solar system are Dhruvaloka and Saptarshi Loka. I showed you that, eternal lokas. Okay. Now here, the people have little more consciousness and divinity than the people of the earth. So they're eternal planets, Saptarshi Loka and Dhruvaloka. The Dhruvaloka is the one which God actually granted to Dhruva on his penance. Okay, he says, he wanted to be remembered and to be eternal also. So Lord says, will I give you an entire planet itself to rule? Take Dhruvaloka, it's eternal. Okay, now there I just mentioned what those are in Sanskrit. Now we come to Dhruvaloka. I showed the Dhruvaloka in the illustration. I'll show you Saptarshi Loka also. Exists 10 million yojanas below the Maharloka. They are coming down from where? Maharloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, and Bhuvarloka. These are all parts of Bhuvarloka. Please don't mistake. This Bhuvarloka or Dhruvaloka, Saptarshi Loka, whole this slide is nothing but Bhuvarloka only. We're not going to the next one, the same one. Okay, it is 10 million yojanas below the Maharloka. Maharloka contains great sages and all that. No, it is described as the center of a bright ring of stars. I'll show you that ring of stars identified with our galaxy, the Milky Way. I'll show you that illustration where it is like a ring of stars. In every material universe, there is one Vaikuntha planet with an ocean of milk. This I've told you already. It is a Shvetadvipa. Okay, where Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is there. Okay, where the Lord Vishnu resides on an island called Shvetadvipa. So in every material universe, there is a small Vaikuntha planet. What is Vaikuntha? Where Vishnu is, that is Vaikuntha. What is Kshirodaka Vishnu? It's a manifestation of Vishnu only. So that's why it's called as the Vaikuntha planet. Okay. In our universe, this planet is situated in the eastern side of Dhruvaloka. Okay. All the positions also I'll show you just now where they are. I've shown you earlier, but I'll show you once again. Of Dhruvaloka, and is the abode of Lord Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. It is an area of 2 lakh square miles and covered with desired trees. Wonderful desired trees are there. Whatever you want, you get there. Okay. For the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, he wants. It's his potency, who resides here with Goddess Lakshmi and other pure transcendental entities. So who stays in this planet, in Dhruvaloka actually, in the entire the Vishnu planet? Lord with the consort Lakshmi and other transcendental deities. That's about the Dhruvaloka. Then the abode, Dhruvaloka is actually, this Vishnuloka, small Vishnuloka is present closer to Dhruvaloka. Okay. Now Saptarshi Loka is the abode of the 7 great seeds or the Sapta Rishis. Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, then Jamadagni, all Bharadwaja, all there 7 rishis located 1 lakh yojanas below the Dhruvaloka. Now I'll show you the position. And this is where Lord and Lakshmi is there, all their their attenders are there, their attending deities are there with them. Hanuman is there, Ram is there, all those deities. Garuda is there at the back. Shesha is sleeping on a Shesha. And this I want to see. I wanted to show this one. Very interesting. This is Dhruvaloka. Okay. You can see a ring of stars here. Can you see the ring? It's there here. And here we see Saptarshi-loka. This is Saptarshi-loka. The loka where there are 7 rishis. You can see it in the skies also. When you go outside, as you, in the skies, if it's a cloudless day, you can see the Saptarshis, 7 stars there, okay? And you see one shining star, bright star. It is the Dhruva star. Okay? So these are all the planets. What are they? The Shani, Saturn, and then Brahaspati, Jupiter, Mangala, then Buddha, Shukra, Chandra, Ravi, Surya, Ketu, Rahu, all are here. Okay. So this is actually what I want to show. The Saptarshi-loka. We can't see this in our other picture. You have to pick from different places, you know. Now see here, the entire, this is Earth. It is actually supported by this tortoise. Below the tortoise, it is supported by the wind. Okay. So we have a transition of, I'll come to that also, that point. So I think you have seen this picture of the Saptarshi-loka. And this is how, you know, how Radha Krishna are there in the Goloka Vrindavana. Look at the beautiful sight, you know. It's exactly like this. It's so colorful, it's so beautiful. Now Krishna Loka, now we are going to come to Goloka Vrindavana, Krishna Loka. The Gokula is the actual abode of Krishna. Now where is Gokula? I will tell you where is Gokula. In the center, it's actually a 1,000-petaled lotus. In the center, we have a hexagon. Okay, but there Krishna resides. It is the actual abode of Krishna. As a corolla means the whorl, the circle with petals is called corolla. In a flower, you take a hibiscus flower, take a rose flower, take any flower for that matter. There are petals, you know, sometimes in a single. In Vinca rosa, only one whorl is there. Okay. In jasmine, one whorl is there. And then in sunflower, there are dozen inflorescence. Okay. Now in case of rose, there are many petals. And lotus has many petals. This has got thousands of petals, like that of a lotus. The whorl of the transcendental lotus is a realm of Krishna. Krishna resides there. He dwells in the hexagonal figure at the center, like a diamond with a holy name. I have to come to that picture now. You can't understand without, I'll go through this and then we'll go to that, okay? So, hexagonal mantra. What is a hexagonal mantra? Okay, it has 6 transcendental words. Hexagonal mantra has got 6 transcendental words. Where is this? Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Swaha. That is the holy name. Okay. Where it is, I'll show you now. Okay. Now Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Swaha. 6 transcendental words are there in it. Okay. And let us see where that picture is. Let us go to we have to go to this. You can't understand otherwise. Yeah. And now rise straight. Look at this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, where it is taking us to. If you see, we are in Bholoka, is it not? This is Bholoka. Yeah. See, we are in Bhurloka. This is the abode of human beings. If this is, what is this mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is taking us up. Where is it going? Let us see. It is going up here, out of the Brahmanda. It's gone there. If you keep on chanting, it is see. Follow this, trace this mantra, where it is going. It's here. And it's going up here again. And let's see where it lands. No? It's still going up, Okay? It goes to Vaikuntha. See? It goes here. We can reach Vaikuntha Vanti. Not only there, further, you can go to Goloka Vrindavana. That's here, look at here. Here also, this is another branch. That is a branch of, you see from here, you can see. From here, the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is entered here. See, it is entered here. You can trace it. It comes out like this, goes up. So if you really chant attentively with all devotion, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, God is going to take you here. Where? He's going to take you to Vaikuntha. He'll take us to Goloka Vrindavana. See where we are going. We are going to describe whole thing, all this right now. It's here. My Lord, so beautiful. We'll see here, it's coming here. See here, we are going to come to Krishna ultimately. So that is the strength of our Mahamantra. Now we'll come to Goloka. Okay. Now this is the Goloka. This is the thousands of petals of the lotus flower. Okay. In the center, this is Gokula. Okay. There are 2 stars crossing. Now they form a hexagon. Hexagon is a structure with 6 figures. We all know that. So this is the one. Here Krishna and Radha are there. Okay. Surrounding them are actually this is the Klim. The shloka starts here. Klim. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Swaha. Swaha. This is the transcendental holy name surrounding Krishna. We see the Shantarasa cow here actually. Okay, how beautiful. This is a desire tree. Then we see Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, we see all these deities around. Okay, this is Gokula. Okay, then surrounding that we have at this part you have seen the place now. Let's go to the theory again. Lalita, Vishaka, Suchitra, Indulekha, what there we go to. As we little by little will understand. Let's not hurry up the whole thing. So yeah, to get back. Yes. Yeah. We will this up to here we have come now. So you have seen where that shloka is, you know now. Is it not? Yeah. These are some of the nice pictures I thought, Goloka Vrindavana. It's so beautiful there, You feel like keeping on seeing when you're making the presentation. Look at the cows here, the Surbi cows and the desire tree and all people. So beautiful. This is Goloka Vrindavana. And here again, how I see here pastimes of the Gopikas, gopis, they're actually having nice pastimes with Krishna and Radha here. Okay? This is what is Goloka. And this is again a beautiful image. There are so many cowherd boys. This is Krishna and Balarama, cowherd boys. And then you see here, there are actually cows, Surabhi cows. Now these cows, they give, I think I told you in my last class, you cannot measure the amount of milk that they give. They give eternally milk. They never stop making at all. That's again Goloka. It's beautiful. This is okay. Of course, this you can't make out the details here. Something you can see Lalita Vishaka, something but details you can't see here the other names. But I'll go to the main presentation to that. Okay. Now the name contains 18 transcendental letters. Okay. Manifested in the hexagonal figure with 6-fold divisions. Okay. Its petals are the abodes of gopis. Now with the names Vishaka, Lalita, they are the gopis who are part and parcel of Krishna, to whom they are most lovingly devoted and are similar in essence. Now, gopis are also, they are the internal potency. They were all sages. They are not ordinary people. They were sages in the past life. Okay, so they are actually all very dear to Krishna and similar in his essence. There is a mysterious quadrangular place called Shweta Dvipa. We saw one Shweta Dvipa in the material world, Vishnu planet there, okay, where Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is there, okay. Now there is one more mysterious quadrangular place named Shweta Dvipa surrounding the outskirts of Gokula. We'll go to that place now. Shweta Dvipa is divided into 4 parts on all sides, okay. Now let's go to that place. Yeah, this again, Krishna, how wonderful. No? Krishna wants only, he wants love, nothing else. Just he embraces. No. Now, before we go to this, I think we have to again go back to my that Goloka chart. Yeah. See, Sudevi, Lalita, Vishakha, and Suchitra, Indulekha, and this is Champaka, I think Champakalata, and then this is Rangadevi, and this is some Tungadhwaja, and all these are the gopis, okay? And Navilasa Roop, all of those, all of these. First round of petals, we have all the gopis there, okay? And the surroundings, can you see? It's quite clear, I feel. See, we see here, there are rasas, okay? You see here Vatsalya rasa, here, you see here Damodara Lila, not Damodara, this is actually Yashoda and Krishna, one of the pastimes of Krishna. So all in this world, we have the pastimes of Krishna, okay? All here. This is Damodar Lila, okay? And Krishna's with cowherd voice, again Damodar Lila. Then it repeats. It keeps on repeating. And again, here Vatsalya rasa, all. In fact, all rasas are there. What are the rasas we have? I'll come to it. Shanta rasa. And we got this Shanta, Sakhya, Dasya, and Madhurya, and Vatsalya, okay? All these rasas are seen in the different folds. Okay? Now, which is that Shweta Dvipa we are talking about? And this is the Gokula. Now, surrounding the Gokula, okay, we have this white, the 4 quadrangles. 1, 2, okay, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. They're nothing but Shweta Dvipa again, the ocean of milk, okay? It is labeled here, Shetadvipa. The entire Goloka is covered. There are 4 gates. Okay, the east gate, west gate, north gate, and south gate. Okay, what do we have in the? You just see these words first. We'll go to the literature later. We have here Vasudeva at the east gate. Vasudeva. We have Sankarshana here. Then we have Pradyumna here, and we have Aniruddha here. Okay, Aniruddha is here. Okay. Now, along with these, at the east gate we have Vedas. Rig Veda is present here. Rig Veda. They're all guarding the 4 places. Sankarshana. I'm sorry. Rig Veda. Then Yajur Veda. And this is the Sama Veda and the Atharva Veda. Okay. Then the religion, 4 observances. Dharma is religion is here. Dharma, along with Vasudeva, Rig Veda, and Dharma. And we have here, along with the Sankarshana, Yajurveda, and Artha. Artha is money, like finance. Okay. Dharma is religion. And we have here they're all the requirements. What we require, you know. Then we have here Samaveda, and along with it Kama. Kama is passion. Okay. And here we have this description of the Goloka chart. This is moksha, the renunciation, along with Nirodha and Atharva Veda. These are the things we have here. Now, surrounding the whole Goloka Vrindavana, we have gems. Okay, we have what's here. These there are different. There are names for the gems. I'll give you names. I've got the names. The gems have names, and at the corners we have these tridents. There are actually 1, 2. Then we have 3 at corners, 3 tridents. And then we have here 6 tridents here, 4, then 5, 6, 5 here at corners, all the corners. You can totally amount to 10. Then we have on the zenith and nadir. What is zenith and nadir? Zenith is on the top or your head top. Right on top is zenith, and opposite is nadir. Okay. When there are tridents. That is again another feature of the Goloka. And another thing is, you know, we have gems here. Okay, they have different names, very complicated names. I'll give you the names of the gems. See, this is 1 gem, another gem. So we have 2 gems at every corner. That makes 8 gems. Then we have here 10 gems in all. Okay, will be the gems. Okay, here these are all pastimes. All these are pastimes in the different petals, petals of the lotus flower. Okay, now we'll go to Then we have here. See, we have Mathura on earth. We had been recently to Mathura. Jagannath Puri is there. Dwarka is there. They're all reflections of what we see in the spiritual world. We have Mathura in the spiritual world too. We have Jagannath Puri there with Balrama and Subhadra. We have Dwarka also there. Okay, what we have are only they're all reflections here. Okay, you know, in the last chapter we have learned that our world is nothing but a reflection of the spiritual sky. Okay, now between the two, I'll just show you this and go to the theory. This Ayodhya is there between the Goloka Vrindavana and the Vaikuntha planets. Okay, now this will come and do in detail later. I will go to the description part of it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The abode of, see now this you have seen now. I don't have to show you again. Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha are separately located in each of these 4 parts. What 4 parts am I talking about now? There are 4 parts of the Shvetadvipa, 4 quadrangles of the ocean of milk. Where 4 we saw, the 4 places. At one place we have Vasudeva, okay, along with religion, and we have a Rig Veda there, is it not? So these 4 divided abodes are enveloped by, okay, what are they enveloped by? The 4-fold human requirements. What are our requirements? Day-to-day life, what do we require? We require dharma, is it not? We have to have dharma. Just here. Yeah. Dharma is religion, wealth is artha, money, passion, kama, and liberation, moksha. In the 4 Vedas, what are they? Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Rig with the Vasudeva, Sama with Sankarshana, Yajur with the with Pradyumna, and Atharva with the Aniruddha. Okay, so which deal with the mantra, and which are the basis of achievements of the 4-fold mundane requirements. They're all actually mundane requirements. We need this. We need money. We need religion. Is it not all of those things? This is again a beautiful pastime in Goloka Vrindavana, just to enjoy the scene there. Okay. The 10 tridents, I showed you the tridents, okay, are fixed in 10 directions, including the zenith and the nadir. Zenith means on top of your head. Zenith is just below. The 8 directions are decorated with 8 jewels. What are those jewels? Mahapadma, Padma, Shankha, Makara, okay? Then Kachapa. Then we have Mukunda, Kunda, and Nila. Difficult to remember the names, all the names. So these are the 8 gems. You saw where the gems are also. Okay? Then there are 10 protectors, Dikpalakas, guards. Who are they? In 10 directions. Okay. The 3 divisions of Krishna Loka are Dwaraka, Mathura, and Gokula. I showed you that too. Navadvipa, Jagannath Puri is also there in the spiritual world, not only in Orissa. It is there also, close to Dwarka. It's also called as Shri Purushottama Kshetra. Again, Krishna, this is Govardhan Leela, Here, this is actually Jagannath Puri along with Subhadra and Balarama is having a pastime in Govardhana. They have had wonderful pastimes in Vrindavana, then along the shores of Yamuna, all those places that we see is beautifully depicted in Jagannath Puri. That also is seen in the spiritual world. The Viraja River, I talked about that, the Viraja River, and now slowly coming to the material world. Okay, the Viraja River flows at the border of the spiritual and the material worlds. Its waters are manifest from the perspiration of the personified Vedas. Now, where the Vedas are, I'll show you now. They're coming to Vaikuntha now. Okay, it will now slowly come to Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, there are 4 Vedas. Personified Vedas are there. I'll show you where they are. Okay. So what is the water of the Viraja River? It is nothing but the perspiration of the Vedas. Okay, personified. On the far shore of this river, Viraja River, in the spiritual sky, what is there? Is the eternal, imperishable, unlimited spiritual world. So below Viraja River, 1/4 limited, non-eternal, perishable, material world. Above the Viraja River, we have got all this, 3/4 of the world, 3/4 of all the existence. Now, what are the qualities of the Vishnu, Lord Vishnu? Where are we coming now? We are traveling now from Goloka Vrindavana to Krishna Loka, that is Vaikuntha planets. Okay. Now let us glorify Vishnu now a little. Okay. Now it's an incarnation of Lord Krishna only. So here, made of pure goodness. Everything that is there is goodness. Nothing but goodness. All are so good. No evil at all there. No, never decaying. Nothing decays there. To keep here something, or some vegetable or some fruit or some flower, it withers, it decays. But there, no decaying at all. Abode of Brahman. Brahman is absolute truth. Resplendent as countless millions of suns and fires. So glamorous it is. Countless millions of suns. Imagine. One sun we can't see, so bright. But such countless millions of suns are there and fires. Contain splendid knowledge. Knowledge is absolutely splendid. Okay. Not touched by any periods of cosmic devastation. There is no annihilation there. There no tsunami, no nothing. I mean, nothing can actually, no devastation can actually, floods, nothing can touch that place. Okay. Immeasurable, you can't measure at all. Eternal spiritual reality. It is eternal, spiritual, truth, reality. What we have is all unreal. It is all very real. Free from old age, no old age at all. Free from material states of wakefulness, sleeping, and deep sleep. There's no question of getting up at 4:30, Mangalarti, no problem at all. You're always awake. Okay? And you're chanting, you can chant such a lot there because no sleep. No sleepiness. And always you're awake. Okay? Has golden splendor because all transcendental. No? See, we have all mundane bodies, material bodies. They need rest. They get fatigued. They want sleep. They want water. They're hungry. There's no hunger also there. So all absolutely transcendental. Has golden splendor. Okay? Abode of liberation. No equal superior. Everything actually higher, lower, nothing. Everything is actually full of the spiritual bliss. All auspicious. has no beginning, no end, like our banyan tree. Wonderfully glorious ocean of bliss. That is our Vaikuntha. Okay. The abode of Hari is not illuminated by sun, moon, or electricity. That we know. We've been studying many times. On reaching there, one does not return to the material world. We will always eternally be there. Getting a ticket there is very difficult. But once you go there, there's no question of coming back at all. Okay? The ticket is very costly. Devotional service, you have to do it very intently. Even in hundreds and millions of Brahma's days, one cannot describe, imagine, hundreds and millions of Brahmas. See, Brahma's days, how long they are. They're not like our days, you know. So in those Brahma's days, one cannot describe the eternal and faultless abode of Lord Vishnu. It is indescribable. It is so magnificent. There are many cities in Vaikuntha. And those cities have got airplanes and their jewel palaces. All opulence, beautiful, richness. One palace we see here, not even real jewels. We see the illuminated Mysore palace in Dasara. We feel so happy. Okay. In Vrindavana, we saw some place which is so illuminated. We feel so happy. Here it is always illuminated, and not a light or jewels. In the midst is a splendid, glorified city, as it is not covered by illusion. Why is it glorified city? No illusion there, no Maya there at all. Absolutely, and rid of Maya. The abode of Hari is not. Yeah, I think this then. Yeah. In the center, we'll go to Vaikuntha now. The picture is a beautiful, auspicious throne. Remember these things, what I'm telling you now. Beautiful, auspicious throne. What is it made up of? Vedas personified. There are 4 Vedas there. And surrounded by Vedas personified and deities of religion. Okay, all religious things are there. Knowledge, jnana, opulence, richness, and renunciation. These are the features of Lord Krishna too. So these are, we see all that there. We'll see where they are. In the center of the throne are deities of fire, sun, moon. Now, who are the deities of fire, sun, and moon? It's actually, you have got Shesha, we have Kurma. Kurma is for fire, then Shesha for sun, and then Garuda for moon. Okay, so these are they're present there. You'll see that. And now, in the center of a 8-petaled lotus. Now, this is 8-petaled lotus. That was 1,000 petals. Where in Goloka Vrindavana. Here, 8-petaled lotus is what? What mantra did we have in Goloka? We had the mantra with 18 transcendental letters. Is it not? Klim, Govindaya, Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana Vallabhaya, Swaha. Here what do we have? Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. The flower is as bright as the rising sun. You can compare the 2 lokas. They're so beautiful, you know. Okay. Yeah. A beautiful. Yes. We're coming to circles now. Yeah. A beautiful faced Bhu and Leela. Bhu and Leela, they say at his sides. They're all there, the servitors of the Lord. Okay, they're there. Even them I'll show you. Okay. Vivala, Utkarshini, Jnana, Kriya, Yoga, Prapi, Satya, and Ishana are Lord's queens. They are serving the Lord by holding chamaras. Okay, that also we shall see now. Okay? The Lord is surrounded by devotees Ananta, Shesha, Garuda, General Vishwaksena, and other liberated associates. Even those will be seeing just now. Okay. Now then circles. I think circles will go a bit late because there are 7 circles. With that we actually end the whole thing. So the first will come to his other. We'll go to my detailed. This is very nice. We'll go to Vaikuntha now. Ayodhya we have crossed. We go to Vaikuntha. Okay. This is Vaikuntha. Blue. Yeah. This is the the center part where we see the Lord with Lakshmi. Here we see this Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. That's it. Visarvanya. It is the Gayatri mantra. Then we have Ananta, Jnana, Leela, Vishwaksena, General Vishwaksena. Okay. And Vairagya, Siddhana, the Dharma, Jnana, and Vairagya, and Aishwarya. There are 4 opulences are present here. Okay. And we have Bhu and Leela, very close to the Lord. And Garuda is here. Okay. Garuda, then Garuda is actually one of the for sun, fire, and sun, moon, and fire, they are the deities, demigods. So we have Garuda here, Ananta here, and Vishwaksena here. So all these are surrounding the Lord. In the first world, see if you count the worlds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 worlds. Okay. Now in the first world, we see Satya, Ishana, Vimala, Utkarshini, then Jnana, and then Kriya, then Yogi, Pravi. They're all actually queens of the Lord. They're doing they're serving with chamaras. It is they're sort of fans, they're actually fanning him. And this is the first one. The first will come to, and now we are coming to the first world, first circle. Okay. Now I think we have to again go back to the presentation to know the, yeah. In the first circle, till here I think it is clear now, is it not? All these are present here. So Ananta, Shesha, Garuda, General Vishwaksena, all those were there. All these late queens you have heard, seen where they are. In the first circle, surrounding the Lord, consists of Chaturvyuha expansions. Chaturvyuha, okay? 4 directions, headed by Lord Vasudeva, accompanied by Goddess Lakshmi, and associates in 8 directions, beginning from the east. So Vasudeva will start from here. Yeah, this is Vasudeva. You have Vasudeva here, Lakshmi, and Sankarshana, first world, Saraswati, then Pradyumna, Rati, Aniruddha, Kanti, which is the first world. In second world, we have, we'll go to second world. Yeah, so we had all those in 8 directions. We had southeast palaces of Lakshmi, Saraswati, Rati, Kanti. We saw that where they are. Okay. In second circle, when you have time, please do this. You can once again do a study of this. In the second circle are 24 Vishnu names. Vishnu has got 24 names. I'll begin this sloka of that just now, beginning with Lord Keshava. Okay. Manifested in 8 directions. What are they? Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Hari, Krishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Purushottama, Adokshija, Nrsimha, Achyuta, Janardana, Upendra, Hari, and Krishna. Okay, this is the 24. Second word, we have that. We'll go to the second word now. You'll see that also. So we have here, see the Vasudeva, then Keshava is here, Aniruddha is here, then Krishna is here. See all these, we count them, they're 24 in all. Starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And say about 8, 7, yeah, 7. Then Vasudev is common, you have to remove Vasudeva. So in all, if you count 24 Lord's names, they repeat, some of them repeat actually. They are there. So we'll have a nice, huge sloka about this. So these are all, what are these? These are all the names of the Lord. Pradyumna, Vamana, then all, some are not very clear. Janardana, then this is Sridhara. All the names are here. Some are a little bit too. I try to magnify as much as possible. It's been difficult, but we'll get the names right now, what the names are. It's a beautiful shloka. We'll just go through it. Yeah, this is, verse 1. Sri Keshava Namaha means I bow to the divine one who has dense black hair. Keshava means what? Dense black hair. Sri Narayana Namaha. I bow to the great refuge of all beings. Narayana means refuge of all the beings. You ultimately go there. Ultimate destination. Madhavaya Namaha. You are paying obeisances to the bestower of ultimate bliss. Madhavaya is ultimate bliss is given by Madhava. Then Govindaya Namaha. That is, I bow to the preserver of the cosmos, who is preserving the entire cosmos. I'm going. This is a very nice shloka. People sing this actually. Shri Vishnavaya Namaha. I bow to the master of the universe. And Madhusudanaya Namaha. Benevolent one, whose form is as sweet as Madhu, nectar. And verse 3, Trivikramaya Namaha. I bow to the conqueror of the Trivikrama, conqueror of the 3 worlds, Vamanaya Namaha. to the great teacher of humility and gratitude. Vamana is known for that, gratitude. Then Sridharaya Namaha, I bow to the source of pure joy and prosperity. Rishikeshaya Namaha, who governs all senses. Padmanabhaya Namaha, from whose navel sprang the divine lotus, the birthplace of Lord Brahma. Damodaraya Namaha, who eradicates all difficulties. Sankarshanaya Namaha, one who holds the power of attraction. Sankarshana, attraction. He attracts people, attracts all all of us. Vasudevaya Namaha, divine one residing in all the beings. Pradyumnaya Namaha, the most loved. Aniruddhaya Namaha. See, we keep the names to our children. Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Adoksha. We don't know the meaning of that. These are the meanings. We can use them for naming the boy children also in this, So Aniruddha is unbeatable, unstoppable. Okay. Purushottamaya Namaha. Then supreme one among all the beings. Purushottama. Yoga we did recently. Then Adokshaya Namaha. One who is a source of spiritual knowledge. Adoksha means he gives spiritual knowledge. Narsimhaya Namaha, whose fierce form protects devotees. He is very fierce, is it not? Half lion, half man. Okay. Achyutaya Namaha, one who never loses his powers. Janardhanaya Namaha, one who fulfills the wishes of all the devotees. Upendraya Namaha, who was incarnated as a younger brother, Upendra. Upendra, that is younger brother, Upendra, of Lord Indra. Upendra is younger brother of Lord Indra. Hariye Namaha, one who eradicates all illusion, okay, and falsehood and harm. Lastly, Krishnaya Namaha, I bow to the most enchanting Krishna. Okay, that's something. Now, where did we see all these names? We saw them in the whole of the Lord. Okay, so first world, second world, third world, we saw all this, the names. And what do we get in the fourth world or each world? You get Matsya, see Matsya Avatara, Kurma Avatara. So all the 10 in Kalki Avatara, 10 incarnations of the Lord. See, and Kurma is there, then there's Vamana is here, Nrsimha is here, Vamana, then again repeat. Some of them repeat, of course. And Parshurama is here, Rama is here. This is Rama Avatara. Krishna is here, is it not? These are all avatars. So that is the next world. We'll see what the next world is like. Okay. And here. The third world has 10 incarnations. All Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, and Nrsimha. I told you what they are. The fourth circle contains Satya, Ananta, Achyuta, Durga, Vishwaksena, again general, Gajanana, there is Ganesha, and Shankanidhi, and Padmanidhi, and are manifest in 8 directions. So there are 8 directions here, all of these. In the fifth circle, we have all those. So next to this is in the different directions. We have 4 directions. We have all these. He is Satya, his word, Satya, and we have different, they're a little bit difficult, little smaller words are there to understand. But then that is a word containing all those features of the Lord. So when you next time study the Goloka chart, you'll be doing, you can use a magnifying glass and study. You can easily understand very well and remember very well too, okay? In fourth circle orders, fifth circle, 4 Vedas, beginning with Rig Veda, Savitri, Garuda, piety, sacrifice, all Vedas can come there. Fifth. In sixth circle, spiritual sky, Lord's conch, disc, club, lotus, sword, Saranka bow, and mace manifest. So all this, you see that word which it is. So here we see all that. See, you see here, the conch is there here, there's mace here in the next word. Okay, all in the Vaikunta we have all this. Okay, and we have Dharma here, and we have Samaveda, Vedas are here. Okay, all different Vedas. So you can have a detailed study. Garuda is here. This you can see here, this is sword. One of the instruments used as sword is there. Okay, and this is bow is there. Bow is there. The Saranga bow is there. Okay, and we see all that in the fifth row, fifth circle. In the next circle, you see there is sixth circle. All sixth circle, you see the content, all the different symbols of the Lord Vishnu. In the seventh circle, we have demigods headed by Indra. Now, where is that? Goloka chart. We have Indra here. See here, the Vedas are here, and we see here Indra. See, Indra is here. So we have Indra and all other demigods are present in the last circle. Agni is here. Okay, so we have this Yama, and then Nivritti, and different demigods are there. Need a little mega lens for reading that. So what they contain is this, all demigods headed. Indra is enough. If you remember Indra, demigods headed by Indra. Then we have Sadhyas, Maruts, and Vishwadevas are eternal. Okay, they're all divinities. Okay, demigods of the three heavenly realms of the material world are not eternal. See, our demigods, material demigods, are not eternal, but they're all divine demigods. They're eternal. With that, our entire spiritual world is over. Okay, and next comes Brahmajyotir. Is it not? Brahmajyotir is the effulgence. Lord's effulgence, infinite, indivisible, limitless truth. Then comes Virajya river. It's a Karna ocean. It is margin between the spiritual and the material world. Okay, that's it. And these are the avatars. I just wanted to show you Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vamana, Kalki, Parshurama, Rama, Balrama, Pitta, Kalki. These are the avatars. With that, our presentation gets over. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. So I've tried to do my best to bring close the Goloka chart to you. Okay, I hope you have understood. I don't think I have been too fast. Okay, I could not have been slower probably. It has even then taken 1.5 hours. With my small ending prayer, I'll end the session. Then you can ask me questions. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव कृष्ण भक्तवृंद की जय. हरे कृष्णा. Stop recording too.